Ah, yep. Let's get it. I have no idea what week and what part this is. Well, as you can see, we're back at the house on 3rd Street. Finally got me a recliner. Well, I already kind of had it. This was at the big house on 8th Street up in the attic. Well, we're almost getting it to where it's rented. So I was gonna go through my videos to see what week. I think this is 12 or 13 or 11. I think it's 12 or 13. Well, anyways, you remember in this week's project video that I got the cameras all set up and up and going. Well, quick update on that. I haven't seen it. I had it on for 2 full days. Haven't seen nothing. I don't know if I showed you, but in the video I have blocks covering the hole. Was only moved that one time, and that was before I put the cameras in, so no signs of any animals. Not much has been done in the living room. Been slowly taking out the bags of clothes that are supposed to get donated. The reason why I'm getting rid of them is because at least 2 of the bags have been busted into by this animal. So this animal was in this living room too. That is not correct. That's just there for decoration and for the sound. The gas line to the house has been cut at the street. So, unfortunately, for this winter, these videos are going to stop. Just like the garden videos we used to do during the on-season. So, unfortunately, me and my dad, we're going to have the gas turned on to have heat over the winter. Well, since they cut the line, see, if a house sits unlived in for 3 years, the line gets cut. So my cousin's been gone 3 years. We're at that 3-year mark, so we lost that. Gonna have to get a few things out of here. I'm gonna take the computer. I'm gonna take that computer over here and take it over to the house. When I get downstairs, there's a switch on the furnace. We're gonna go ahead and shut that. And that thermostat won't display anything. We're gonna turn that off. I like this recliner actually. The refrigerator is gonna have to get cleaned out. And I'm gonna. Dad says leave it on, but I'm not leaving it on through the winter and use up electricity. I'm only planning on coming here maybe once a week, if weather permitting, to come and get the mail at least, and check on the place. But other than that, we're gonna winterize this place. We could need to start by opening up all the valves, which the only valves that are really here is the sink, the bathroom tub, and the kitchen sink. There's nothing else connected in the house. So let's go check the place out. Got a surprise for you upstairs. And then we'll get you a view on the couch, not the couch, the chair. The chair's in where, if the living room is gonna get set up the way I want it set up, this chair is gonna be here, and then I want to put an end table here, so that I will put a lamp over here. And all right, here's what we got. There's the chair that I've been talking to you about and telling you about, that's been in the attic. So yeah, I think that's where it's gonna go. And I want to put an end table right there. I don't want to do too much over here because when we are living here, the Christmas tree is going in this corner. And we made the decision, the TV is going in the corner. And I'll probably put my radio there. And then the couch here with an end table and lamp over there. And that'll probably just stay maybe for the vacuum cleaner. Might live there. Alright, let's go check out the old basement here. I'm gonna go see and do some air circulating in here. Nope, the block has not been moved. Oh, that reminds me, I need to cover the lawnmower. Hey, we're supposed to get rain on Thursday. Yeah, I finally Buddy Grant came visit me a couple days ago, and he wanted to come by and see what has been done to the house. And he's like, oh, you need to cut this grass. No, it doesn't need none. And I walked over here, I'm like, oh yeah, you're right, it does need cut. He's like, we'll get the mower out while you're here and cut it. Okay, basement. No, I haven't had any new abscesses recently. It does burn an inch. Let there be light. Oh, it seems like the bulb on down underneath the steps come on. It's just delayed a little bit. Now, we have officially got all the big furniture, well, out of the house. Like that table that needs to go. I'm only keeping one chair. I'm pretty sure there's chairs went to this table. But that's probably going to be coming out. I don't know if you've seen in the last video, but we installed a ceramic light. Still stinks. Stinks a little less, but still stings. Now I just got to figure out what I'm going to do for lighting in that corner, because I'm still not happy with that. I need to get a fluorescent light over there, which I don't have, but I do have an LED light for underneath the cabinet, cupboards I might somehow rig up over there. I'll have to run a cord somewhere. Probably that outlet right there. Let's see here. Trying to think. I'm not even going to try opening that. Alright, so I opened up one of the valves. Let the water out. I can't. I'm going to have to hold that one. I'm going to need 2 hands for that one. We got that done. See, here's that switch that we're going to be turning off. I'm going to be turning that off for the winter. Because there's no valves down here to turn. What I think I'm going to do is that shelf that's in the kitchen is going to go over in that corner. Oh, there is another chair down here. That chair's got to go. These we're keeping. And then there's one upstairs, which is part of the ones that I just threw away down here. That's being kept, or at least for right now. Oh, and there's a plastic outdoor chair that we're keeping too. Good night. Now to the kitchen. Wait, there's like I said, not much has changed. We got the stove in its place. It's not hooked up or anything. Yeah, this is the shelf that's going downstairs, so that way I could finish getting the kitchen done. I'm kind of not in a hurry now to do it, because he's still in the process of trying to get the house in his name. You gotta clean that, so he can get that back over there. But I'm thinking about leaving that out until we can get the gas turned, the stove, finish cleaning it and hooked up, and test it and put back in its spot permanently before putting that back in. Then I want to go and take the rest of, I decided I'm going to just take the rest of these handles off. To tell you the truth, I kind of like it without the handles, minus the holes. I mean, you can always add new handles in the future. I've been opening the cabinets like that. Then I was speaking of that, finally got through this thing, minus all the, plus all the stuff that we're keeping. Like, hopefully then all this water's gone, because if not, it's gonna come to 2nd Street. And I only got a few of my water jugs left. I don't know where they all went. Let's see, because there's one there, one there. There should be more than 2. I got 2 at the house. Unless they're somehow in here. There's 1 in here. I know I didn't ask. This is all trash from upstairs that's ready to go. So yeah, I don't know where my water jugs went to. Oh, and I do have that valves already turned on. I don't know where they went to. Unless I put them underneath the sink. Yeah, because there's one right there. Okay, yep, they're underneath the sink. 4 sounds about right. Yeah, I think I said I put them underneath the sink. Alright, let's take a gander to the upstairs where the surprise is. Go ahead and fire up the old light. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this in any of the previous videos, but if we don't get this house, I'm taking, the hood's coming out. That fan's coming out. I'm taking the TV, of course the computer, that little black and white TV. Well, let's just do fixtures only. The porch light. The ceiling fan. The hood. Of course, this ceiling fan. That light fixture. Turn that off. That globe. And of course, taking all the LEDs and the fluorescent bulbs out. And then the blue ceiling fan, of course. Well, that's not anything. Like I said, not much has changed. This ceiling fan's going to be coming down. Take them all. There's whatever house me and the wife ended up getting, I'm going to probably end up using these. Then whoever buys the house, this house in the near future, they can deal with it. Because they'll go, if it comes down to it, Dad will end up letting it go to taxes. And probably end up buying it. There's the surprise. And of course, this is, out of all the ceiling fans, this is the one I want the most. But here's the surprise, hardwood floor. Gotta get up, fix that plug. Dad wants to look at it. That's the chair I was talking about. Nothing changed in this room, but like I said, this ceiling fan's gonna go too. Now it is storytelling time. Get a good look, and I'll tell you how this became about. Okay, let's see, last week, Friday? I don't know. Can't remember what day it was. My dad asked me what I wanted to do one evening. I said, well, let's go to 8th Street and work. Well, we ended up here checking the place out. He's like, well, don't rip the floor up until I tell you to. So we looked at a section by the door. He's like, well, rip this area up. And he's like, rip this area up. The area that's behind me, I've already pulled back to see what was under here. And then we ripped up the corner where the outlet is. He's like, you know what, just rip it all out. And that's when I, put it towards more this way. And then I started cleaning some spots with still wool like there. And now this floor is savable. You can get a sander in here and then sand it and refinish it. It'll be like brand new. It's definitely worth saving. Now I'm assuming that room probably did at one time, but they built a new subfloor, and that's why there's a hump, like probably about like that big, and we trip over. Now, if our dogs were potty trained, they are potty trained to a point, but they still go to the potty in the house. Two things. If this window would support an air conditioner, and then I just put maybe, a plug on it, add 2 more plugs to this room, I'd make this our bedroom, just because of the nice hardwood floor. But with that said, it's not going to happen. This room's going to be, the guest room, and probably mainly her room for her to do her Cricut and heat press stuff. I don't know. I might put my area somewhere else in the house, but I don't know where I'm going to do that. They say I want to set up a desk and with a decent sized TV, maybe like a 42-inch, and put my computer on. That way I can do more. I could, instead of using a laptop for my YouTube videos and uploading, stuff, maybe I can get in one day to start editing videos. Then instead of using the laptop all the time, I could just use the desktop. But the downfall is this room, and of course that room's not going to have air conditioning in the summertime. Only our bedroom's going to have it, which is going to stink. So, but yeah, that's where we're at with the house. Oh, the house used to have some type of propane heater there at one time, because there's that pipe. My dad thinks it's some type of gas pipe. So there you got it. An update on 3rd Street. There is an update on 8th Street coming out here in a few weeks. I was getting crunched for videos, and I had to do it just because of something quick. I got to get into doing more computers again. This last abscess put a damper on filming. So that's going to do it for this week's video. Thank you for watching. If you have a comment, please leave one. Thanks for watching.